Hello everybody! I think I've got us simulcasting in my Happy Oils group as well as in Change Your Life with Essential Oils group. So welcome. Today we are going to be discussing traveling with essential oils. If you have essential oils, they're definitely something you want to bring with you when you leave home. I pretty much always have them with me. So since I've been using essential oils since summer of 2014, I've traveled many places. I've been all over North America for business. I've been to Salt Lake City a couple of times for convention, for DoTERRA convention. Been to London and England a few times, etc. Cruise ships, all that kind of stuff. So definitely I've traveled a lot with my oils. One of the top things that I do is when I travel, I have my case. This is with me every day in my purse, so more so even just from when I travel, it comes with me everywhere I go. In this is kind of my go-to roller bottles for everything that I use on a day-to-day basis. We'll go through some of what those details are. I find this handy to bring with me everywhere I go. They're already diluted and ready to go, so there's little to think about when you're out on the road and not at home. Especially for safe application, you want your essential oils to be diluted for topical. So when I'm out and about and traveling, I travel on planes. It's very easy to travel with your essential oils. Generally, nobody cares. They are the TSA doesn't seem to have any issues with it. I haven't had any issues. The only place I had a little bit of an issue was in Salt Lake City because it was during convention and there was probably 30,000 people all traveling through the airport with their essential oils, and some people maybe weren't as nice as others maybe are and wanted to bring all 100 oils that they have with them to convention. I don't recommend that. I recommend traveling with kind of what you need and finding the oils that will have multiple purposes so that when you're out and about, you'll have everything with you. So if you're traveling on a plane, carry on, your oils need to be in a plastic bag, normal. I'll admit that sometimes I don't put them in there and they're still in here and they're fine, but my roller bottles all fit in here. These are 10 milliliter roller bottles, so they're not too big. Even your 15 mils are okay if you want to travel with those on the plane. Typically the oils that I like to bring with me are most of those ones that are found in the Home Essentials kit. So I like to travel with my Zengest, DigestZen, for any tummy issues that might occur while we're out. I find traveling, you end up eating a lot more at restaurants, your schedule's not the same, that kind of stuff. So I use a lot of Zengest on my travels to try to stay regular. On Guard, definitely one. Definitely one that I use a lot of. Use it to help clean off my hands when I'm on the planes. I use it to disinfect things, especially after bathrooms and stuff. You don't always have all of the facilities. Sometimes there's no soap in the bathrooms, that kind of thing. So I use a lot of On Guard for that. Deep Blue. So I travel a lot with my Deep Blue oil. I have it in like a roller bottle, and I also have it, I don't usually carry this one with me, but I wanted to be able to show it to you. I will always have my sample packs, my Deep Blue sample packs, and I learned the hard way. I did have one of these with me one day, but it got thrown out. This was the only thing I've had a problem with ever when I was traveling. And I was traveling carry-on. There wasn't time to throw my bag into check luggage. And I had one of these. Thank goodness it was very empty. It was like down to like here, but they would not let me take it on. So that got thrown into the garbage. I was very sad. Thank goodness I was on my way home. So I was able to get my own Deep Blue when I got there again. But I have a lot of aches and pains when I travel from sitting in the plane. And my lower back gets sore, so I use a lot of Deep Blue. So now, this is always in my purse. It's with me wherever I go. They're very tiny. You can get them only from the US warehouse right now, but I just stocked up a little bit today on that because I found that I was getting low. So these are definitely a very good thing to have. One of the other things I will travel with is Serenity. So Serenity essential oil. This is one of the few oils I will bring as an actual oil that's not just in a roller bottle diluted, that I'll bring pure. And I do travel with the diffuser. So this is a tiny diffuser that doTERRA had out a few years ago. See, it does actually have doTERRA on it. It just plugs into a USB, so it's one I could use in a car if I wanted, and I can also use it in the hotel rooms and everything like that. I just put the little plug in to plug it into the wall. So this one here I'll use, we travel especially with the kids, put just the water in, put the Serenity in, and everybody goes to sleep on time and it's calm, very important. Sometimes I will, if the room kind of doesn't smell great, I'll definitely have some of the happier oils, so like wild orange, citrus bliss with me. I also tend to travel with oils where I find that the cost of them isn't crazy if for some reason I lost them. So wild orange, not an expensive oil. That's another reason I travel with my roller bottles, because if I lost a roller bottle, I wouldn't be devastated, whereas if I lost like my bottle of Zengest or even more so my frankincense, I would be very upset. However, I would definitely travel with frankincense. I did not travel once with frankincense in the pure form when I went to convention just this past September, and I needed it so badly. Thank goodness my roommates had it with them, and some of my other co-friends who joined me there. Christine, you were the one of my saviors. And what I'll do now is I'll make sure I'm traveling with them in my little drams. So I won't be sad if I lost a couple of these. It's not a big deal, but I would be sad if I lost my $100 bottle of oil. So put your oil in some of these, perfect for travel. Same thing with the Serenity, whatever you're traveling. You can bring like a whole bunch of these and nobody cares when you're on the plane if you've got these little bottles. Obviously always put the names on the top because you always want to know what's in the bottle. Another amazing oil to travel with is Balance. I just actually used them beforehand because I always get a little nervous when I talk to you guys, especially on Facebook Live, but this time so much easier than when I did the emotions one. Anyways, Balance, great one to use if you're kind of out and about, helps just calm, bring you down back to whatever's happening. So if you're having a crazy day, especially if you're traveling with kids, Balance, Serenity, always travel with these guys. Peppermint. So I am not a person who uses peppermint a lot. Asked my mom, we were talking about it just today. Some people have a great aversion to peppermint, but peppermint is great for headaches. So if you don't have anything else handy, grab the peppermint for that, because sometimes you will get a headache if you don't drink enough water when you're traveling, and same thing on the plane, drink lots of water. So peppermint, another great reason to use it is if you are driving and you're traveling by car, which is another great way to travel with your oils. So I've done a lot of long distance trips with my oils, throw them all in the car. In that case, I tend to bring a lot more just bottles because it's easier. Just kind of throw a bunch of stuff in a bag and throw that in the car and go. Peppermint though is great. So like I said, I have this diffuser, so I can use the diffuser in the car if I want to. So on a long trip, sometimes you might get kind of groggy and tired. Peppermint, great to diffuse in the car. Also maybe with wild orange, also great oil for that. Peppermint also, if you don't have a diffuser, you don't have to have a diffuser, but peppermint is great, and you can just sniff the bottle if you've got it. If you got a little dram, you can sniff it. Helps waken you up. So if you're feeling tired, definitely either pull over, because if you're really tired, pull over, take a break, go get a coffee, tea, whatever. But you can also just sniff your peppermint essential oil, and it will help waken you up. Sometimes I'll put a little bit under my nose so I can keep smelling it while I'm driving, and I don't have to worry about it. Serenity, Restful Complex, as well as the Serenity Essential Oil. So these two go very well together. I'm typically not someone who has a lot of trouble sleeping, but recently it's been changing a little bit. So been getting this out, take the Serenity caplets, and much better sleep, help turn your brain off when you want to be rested for the next day. Sometimes when you're traveling, especially in the summer, if you're going camping and stuff like that, you want to travel with your oils, you want to bring your Terra Shield. So this is the bug repellent. I love the smell of this stuff. Looking forward to spring and summer coming. So Terra Shield, great oil to bring with you. Help keep any of the bugs away. just apply it right to your skin. It does come in a bottle form as well, but doTERRA did come out with this lovely spray bottle last year where it's already diluted and ready, and you can just spray it on your arms and on the kids, and I usually spray it like on the ankles and the back of the neck, and then the arms, wherever's kind of exposed. Breathe Vapor Stick. So Respiratory blend is always great. This is a great one to bring with you if you're traveling too. It's also not in a liquid form, so it's sometimes easier. You just kind of apply it here topically and then breathe it in. I have necklaces, so I like to travel with my essential oils, and I wear them every day, but I like to keep my oils with me. So this is one I'm wearing right now. It's a little glass necklace, and it's got the oil in it there, and so I can smell it. And then this one here is another one, so this might be like my day oil, and then like my day necklace, and then this might be my nighttime necklace. Dress up a little bit, but I can put my oils on there. So sometimes if you're someone who gets anxious or sometimes you're just tired, you can put something on your necklace to help waken you up that way. What else do I got here? So if I use the On Guard toothpaste, but you can't take that big toothpaste with you when you're traveling, if you're going carry-on. So I have these little packets, and I'll throw a bunch of those in my makeup bag so that I've got my toothpaste while I'm away. And then if I kind of go to with not quite enough, then I'll steal someone else's for a couple of days and survive, or I'll pick some up while I'm there. doTERRA came out with this lovely kit at the Christmas holidays. I'm not actually sure if it's available anymore. I think it might be. But if you're someone who wants to travel with your own soap, comes with a little soap container, comes with the soap, and it's very nice, and so you could travel with that if you wanted. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I'll travel with my own fractionated coconut oil. So I'll take like the bottles that doTERRA has, and I'll make it into a little bit of a smaller bottle so it's easier to travel with. Obviously, you always label whatever you're transferring. So if you're ever taking something out of one bottle and put another, always make sure you label it so you know what it is. So that's fractionated coconut oil. So I'll bring that if I know that, you know, maybe I'm gone for a while and I want to be able to apply frankincense in the morning easily on my skin, and then maybe I don't have it in a roller bottle, or I want to be able to maybe do a massage at night, that kind of thing. Another way too, if you get one of these, they're a great way to travel with your oils too. So you can put your little drams in here. doTERRA sells these under accessories in the in your back office on the US side. I think Canada side too, actually, now too, in the Canadian warehouse. So your little drams fit in there, and then you can bring those. They're also great to carry in your purse on a day-to-day basis, or if you're a guy, just with you, because you can hang them up. I think they have black ones too, so you can use that. Great for giving out samples as well to your friends. So some of the oils, as I kind of wrap up, that I always try to make sure I have with me when I travel. So I'd mentioned the Deep Blue. So Deep Blue is very important. So this is in my roller bottle version. I typically don't bring this one, but I always have it in the roller bottle version as well as the rub. I find that they both go hand in hand and have different benefits. So the roller bottle, I grind my teeth at night, so if I'm tense, I'll roll it on my jaw to help with that pain. I'll roll it on my arm to help with my carpal tunnel pain. But I'll tend to use the Deep Blue rub on my lower back pain, or my shoulder pain, or my neck pain. So there's that. This I also find good for headaches. Frankincense, I love my frankincense touch. Great to help kind of waken me up, make sure that I'm focused if I need to do a presentation. I love frankincense before that a lot of the time. Passion, so I love the emotional oils, as you may know, because I did another class on that recently. So passion oil is one of my favorites. So I use this on my day-to-day. I'll roll it on my wrists, wear it as my perfume, that kind of thing. I always have past tense with me, so that's great for headaches, so you never know when that's going to happen. Melaleuca and lavender. These are two that I don't really use a lot of, but I always travel with it, and I always have it handy. If I'm traveling with my kids or anybody else and there's pools and stuff like that, these two can be lifesavers when you're out traveling and you're gone for like a week. Kids or adults get a sore ear from too much water. Melaleuca around the ear, lavender around the ear, both sides, helps generally things will just go away and the ears will be fine again. Melaleuca is also great for cleaning, so if you've got any cuts and scrapes and stuff, you can help clean and disinfect with the Melaleuca, so great to have with you all the time. Lavender, great for calming, so you've got you're upset, you've got a cranky child, something, maybe roll some lavender on them. Back to that camping or traveling and you get like a mosquito bite, lavender, lifesaver. Don't need some other antihistamines. Lavender a lot of the time will take the itch away. So I use that a lot for the kids. Zenja, so the digestion I was talking about, roll that on the tummy. Heartburn, eating really crappy food while you're away. Intune, so this is the focus blend. This I keep a lot with me for my yoga class, but definitely great. Same thing if you're doing presentations and stuff. Definitely focus, get you mind where it needs to go. So On Guard, like I'd mentioned, it's great to have. I'll use this, roll it, clean everyone's hands when needed. If anybody, probably daily, I'll try to roll it on the kids and myself to make sure that we stay healthy while we're traveling. Hope. So Hope is an oil that doTERRA came out with at convention last year. It was, there's a whole story behind it. I think Jessica mentioned a bit about it on the Change Your Life with Essential Oil side. I've posted stuff about it too, about how it was, all the money goes to the Healing Hands and to help women or men in sex trafficking. So the smell of this though, I love, and I'll wear this also as a perfume. So I have options. I'm a girl, I like to have options. I always pack like 10 million tops with me and like 3 bottoms and try to travel that way. Citrus Bliss is my other oil. So this is my absolute happy oil. I love it. That's what's in my necklace here. I wear that all the time, roll it on. Sometimes I'll mix and match as well, depending on what's in the oils, because some of them are photosensitive. So if I am going somewhere where it's going to be sunny, I need to be I need to be aware of that to make sure that I'm using the oil safely and that no one gets burned. Motivate. So Motivate essential oil. So love this one as well. I really like a lot of the emotional oils. They make me happy, get me doing things. So I use this one. Also, I'll wear it as a perfume, and it'll work for that stuff too. And Breathe. So we talked a little bit about the Breathe stick. I love this, but I also love just the roller bottle. So depending on how much room you have, you can pick and choose this stuff. But Breathe Respiratory blend. So anyone's out, you get sniffles, you get kind of congested. Breathe is great to help with that and open up your airway. You're going for a run, going to the gym, that kind of stuff. Definitely use this. And, lip balm. I'm not actually a person who uses lip balm very often, but I always have it with me, especially when I'm traveling, because when you're traveling, you tend to get dehydrated and then my lips get sore. And so that's the time when I actually want it, and that's why I have it. And then peppermint beadlets. I don't use them all the time, but I like to have them. Same thing in case I'm feeling kind of groggy. Oh, and then the last one that's in my little kit that I bring with me is my meditation blend. So sometimes you just want to breathe, have like a little time out for yourself while you're traveling or any other day. And this one is my little blend. So I can share that in the group if anyone wants more information as to what I put in this and why. Totally open to sharing that. Used it in my aromatherapist certification course and got top marks and was recognized for my detail on that, so I can post that too. So ultimately I think that's about it. Don't be scared to travel with your oils. Use them. So when you're traveling, just make sure you're very respectful. Somebody, if they don't know what it is, don't try to tell them, don't get all defensive and be like, I need to have these, blah, blah, blah. Just be like, okay, we're good. We'll put them in the little Ziploc bag. If I really need to, we'll put them in, you can check them, that kind of thing. It's not worth fighting about them. But like I said, that's why I'll use the roller bottles, because if anything goes wrong, I don't want to have a problem with it. One tip, when I was in New York City, we went to, this was I guess 2 years ago now almost, and we went to the Statue of Liberty. I had my oils with me because that's what I do, and there you have to you can't bring any bags with you once you're there. You have to put everything in the locker before they let you go to the actual Statue of Liberty. And so we're going through the what do you call it, gonna go totally blank at the end of this. So we were going through security, and the 2 security guys are just sitting there staring at these things, and they're looking at them, and they're like, what are these? And I'm like, they're essential oils. And the other guy goes, oh, I've been hearing all about those. Yeah, I don't really know what those are, but just put those away. Put them in the locker. You're not taking them with you. And I'm like, that's okay. I can put them in the locker. It's fine. I think I can survive an hour without them. So I brought them everywhere. Everybody's been very nice about them, and don't be scared to use them. Definitely bring them with you in the car, all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for tuning in. I love to see everybody that's joined, and I will talk to you later. Anyone's got any questions, please feel free to write comments. I will definitely, share anything else that I might have, and have a fabulous night. Bye.